Must be nothing. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Brody here, and it's Tuesday. Yay, Tuesday! Woo! Tuesdays suck. I don't know why I'm chanting. But this week, we didn't really have a theme, so we're all just kind of doing something different, and so I'm gonna do my 10 favorite albums, and my favorite song off those albums, like, at the moment. This isn't my all-time favorite, but this is, like, this, right now, this is what I like, in my opinion, currently. But, so, yeah, here we go. Alright, so I forgot to say that I'm including EPs, but, here's number 1. So, not number 1, number 10. Yeah, let's count down, so I can be like, it's my all-time favorite at number 1. Anyway, number 10 is probably the Sick EP by Beartooth. It's really enjoyable, and my favorite song off of it is probably Pick Your Poison, just because of like how aggressive, that sounds really weird, but just how aggressive and abrupt it is. So now number 9 is As It Is, their This Mind of Mine now EP, not album, but and my favorite song off that is either Horoscopes. Yeah, let's go with Horoscopes. And that was actually in the background of my first video. And if you haven't watched that, you can click the link down below. But that's a really good song too. And then number 8 is probably That's the Spirit by Bring Me the Horizon. It's just because Bring Me the Horizon has been one of my favorite bands since I started listening to the music I listen to, and I like the fact that every album they changed their genre slightly, and I really like this album. And my favorite song off that album is probably Follow You, just because of the meaning behind it and just how much it applies to my life at the moment. Number 7 is We All Have Demons by The Color Morale. I just like it because it's their older stuff, and I had never really listened to their older stuff once I started listening to that band, and that band greatly impacted on my life, and it just means a lot to me. And my personal favorite song off that album has to be Humanican. Anyway, number 6 is probably the About That Life album by Attila. And that album actually introduced me to the rapcore scene. And since then, I've listened to it a lot, and I have both of Attila's albums, and my favorite song off that album is definitely Call Out. Call Out is an amazing song. So number 5 on my list is Collide with the Sky by Pierce the Veil, and that was the first album I had ever listened to in this genre, and I hadn't listened to it for a long time because I thought I had grown out of Pierce the Veil, and I couldn't be more wrong, because when they released their new single, I started listening to Collide with the Sky again, and it is one of my favorite albums again. And my favorite song off that album is probably Stained Glass Eyes and Colorful Tears. And then number 4 is probably Restoring Force by Of Mice and Men. That album was one of the first albums I bought as like a whole album on CD. And I listen to it probably once a day. I really enjoy that album. And my favorite song off that is probably Feels Like Forever. Yeah. And then number 3 is Wishful Thinking, the Wishful Thinking album by Neck Deep. I just bought that recently, and I've been listening to it a lot. And my favorite song off that is definitely Losing Teeth. I just like how upbeat and happy it is, for sure. And then, yeah. Anyway, but number 2 for me has to be the Get Lost, Find Yourself album by Chunk No Captain Chunk that came out this year. I bought it right away because I really like their first album, and if I like a band, I genuinely normally buy the albums on whole, just so that way I force myself to listen to all the songs because I bought them all. But that album's really good, and my favorite song off that album is probably the one that the album's named off of, Get Lost, Found Yourself. Find Yourself, not Found Yourself. But I like that one just because it has a lighter acoustic melody, and it just has a really good vibe to it. And finally, number 1, the best album in my opinion right now, well, not best, my favorite album right now in my opinion is Issues' self-named album Issues. and I listen to that album non-stop. It's amazing. I know all the lyrics. I I know all the songs off by heart. They're just amazing songs, and my favorite song off that album is definitely The Langdon House at the moment. It always changes, but anyway, guys, that is my 10 favorite albums and songs off those albums currently, and I really hope you enjoyed this and enjoy your day. And I hope I finished off your Tuesday with some smiles or some laughs or just looking at me like I'm stupid. That works too because I know it. Anyway, bye guys. Have a good night.